So I'm sure at this point you guys are saying, what the hell is this game in the background? I will get to that in a minute. I did spot something quite interesting on the Beanox Wikipedia page, and pretty much they ported Quantum of Solace, which is a first person shooter, for the Wii. And I did play this game for my FPS Wii Showcase series. By the way, went back and watched that series where I played all of the first person shooters on the Wii, apart from Medal of Honor, just because it was down at the time of recording. That series really cringy for me to go back to watch, just because I can't flipping project my voice. Like at that time I didn't project my voice that well. Now I feel like my videos are a lot better. So yeah, pretty much Quantum of Solace, a first person shooter on the Wii, was ported by Beanox. And pretty much what is interesting about Quantum of Solace is that it did use the Infinity Ward Call of Duty engine. So they have a history of making a sort of a Call of Duty experience. They have a history of using the Call of Duty engine on a Nintendo console. And what sort of made me even more interested is that the game used motion controls. It did use the Wii remote in Quantum of Solace, and I'm going to be honest with you and say that I probably would say that Quantum of Solace was the worst first person shooter that I have played on the Wii. But the fact that Beanox have used some unique features like the Wii remote, they have used motion control, it's sort of giving me hope that maybe if Call of Duty does come out for the Switch, then maybe they will use gyro controls for the Switch. That would just be an absolute dream for me, to play Call of Duty HD graphics again with motion controls. Oh my god, that would just be an absolute dream. I'll just love that, and of course I will pick that game up day one, cover the hell out of it. I'll just love it. Really would love it if we did get a Call of Duty game that did take advantage of the Switch gyro in the Joy-Cons, or the IR camera in the right Joy-Con. But I know that the IR camera works a little bit differently to the Wii remote pointer, so I'm not sure whether pointer controls can be used for shooters. Maybe that is a massive hurdle, but seeing Quantum of Solace use motion controls has given me hope that maybe a Call of Duty game might get gyro controls if it does come out for the Switch. So just found it interesting that Beanox, they have developed a shooter for a Nintendo console before. I nearly said the Switch, but they have developed a shooter for a Nintendo console before. I do believe this game didn't get any patches at all. I don't think the game was capable of getting patches, sort of similar to other games around that time, like I do believe GoldenEye 007 couldn't receive patches, or I think World at War couldn't receive patches either. So it sort of came at the time where games on the Wii didn't have the capability to receive patches. So yeah, I just found it interesting that Beanox have developed a shooter for a Nintendo console before, and it has sort of given me hope that maybe if Beanox is the developer for a Call of Duty game, if it does come out for the Switch of course, then it's sort of giving me hope that maybe they will include gyro controls. I think I know I'm not alone in this, wanting, you know, gyro controls for a Call of Duty game for the Switch. But yeah, I just found it interesting that Beanox, I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, Quantum of Solace did play this game a few years ago. I do believe the game went down with the GameSpy servers. So like I said, Quantum of Solace was the worst game that I did play. I'm not sure whether that was down to the port by Beanox or whether that is down to the game itself. I did prefer other games on the Wii in terms of the shooters on there. So yeah, I just find it interesting that Beanox have a history of developing a game using the Infinity Ward engine, which, you know, the Switch version for Call of Duty World War 2, it would use that Infinity Ward engine. They have a history of using that on a Nintendo console, so again, maybe this is another hint that maybe Beanox are working on Call of Duty World War 2 on the Switch. But yeah, it's just like it's more speculation on my part. Yeah, I just find it interesting pretty much, and that's why I wanted to make a video talking about it. Don't really have anything else to talk about in terms of this topic, but let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Something which I have noticed, I don't think a lot of other people have spotted this either, so I thought I would make a video just pointing out that Beanox did develop a first person shooter for the Wii that did use motion control. So maybe if Beanox are working on World War 2 for the Switch, then maybe we will get Gyro support. That will be, like I said, it would be a really good thing for me. But the sources that we have at the moment are saying that Gyro will not be included within a Call of Duty World War 2 port for the Switch. So hopefully that will change. Hopefully Beanox will look at what they did with the Wii remote in Quantum of Solace, and maybe they might think, you know what, we could do the same sort of thing with the Joy-Cons in World War 2 for the Switch. But like I said, maybe the Joy-Cons aren't capable of replicating that Wii remote pointer experience like what we had on the Wii and Wii U. I'm rambling at this point, so it's time for me to press that stop button. Leave your comments down below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.